All right. So, as I like to say with these things, as long as everything is working the way that it should be working, we are now live. So, hello and welcome to everyone who is watching the Written in Melanin channel. Wherever this day may have found you, I'm so glad that you are here. My name is Chelsea and I write books about black girls who aren't all that nice. And as it is suggested in the title, we are doing some late night writing sprints. And it's late night for me because it's 9 o'clock my time and I don't normally sprint at this given time of day. But that is okay because you want to know what? I have a deadline that I'm trying to meet and I am not sleepy yet. So here we are trying to be productive. That being said, hello to La, Benjamin, Uncle Bucket. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let me know what you guys are working on this here given day, night, whatever time it is where you are at. As for me, myself, I am working on Project Necromancer. I did some streams over on TikTok, some sprinting over on TikTok today, and it was not as productive as I needed it to be. Mostly because sprinting on TikTok gives me anxiety. I don't know why, because I'm literally live over here all the time. But whatever, whatever. That being said, I did not get as much done as I wanted to, and I still have some energy left now that I have recovered from said anxiety. So I'm like, nah, let's actually get some work done. And since I have to be sitting here at the computer, I was like, let's work together. Let's be productive together. So that being said, Project Necromancer, I am working on the second half of chapter, what is this, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second half of chapter 5. My chapters are not numbered this time because they have actual titles. So, excuse me while I had to count. Let's see here. Ben is working on my next YouTube video. Isn't he great, you guys? Shout out to Ben for being an awesome husband and now audio engineer, whatever you need to call him, because he is now editing the YouTube videos. So the next one that you see will have been edited by him. So let me know what you think about it when it comes out. We'll let you know. But yeah, I guess this is a good time to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, but you guys probably are because you see me live right now and this is outside the schedule. So I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all. But let's see here. La is working on edits for, did you actually release the title? Can I say the full title? Working on edits for her book and doing some draft shifting things. Always fun. And I want you guys to know that I was talking to La in the Discord server, and part of the reason I'm live right now is because we said we were going to work together, but whenever we get on a call to do work, we don't actually work. So this seemed like the most beneficial way for both of us to actually get things done. Gotta love having friends, man. It's amazing how things work out. And Uncle Bucket said, just vibing, finished the final draft of my query letter, and now I'm reading a book. Ooh, good luck on the querying. I hope things go well. What book are you reading? Let us know. Also, this first sprint, we will probably start probably 5 minutes after. Just go ahead and jump into it, get as much done as possible. So you have about a minute to get your life together, get ready to get some work in. I did release it, just not with the title. Do you mean not with the cover? Oh, okay. Okay. So, Lost to My Desires is the name of La's book, and I have been reading it as she has been editing it, and I think you guys are in for a treat. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. But that being said, she's working on revisions. I am working on drafting. We all have things that we are about to accomplish. So it is now 5 minutes after the hour. Yes, 5 minutes after the hour. We're going to get into this first sprint. If you guys have been with me before, you already know how this works. But if you're new here, welcome. I do 30-minute sprints with slight breaks in between. There's chill hop in the background, and my timer does not make a sound. So when you hear me talking to you again, it'll be time to come back, check in, and let us know how you did, what you did, all that good stuff. But yeah. Oh, cool. I haven't read The Poppy Wars, but I've heard that it's something you have to be prepared for. So I hope you enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah. That being said, let's get into this first sprint, you guys. So Chill hop in the background. 30 minutes on the clock. Happy sprinting, you guys. All right, you guys, that is it for that first sprint. So come on back, let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. As for me, I got 150 words in that first sprint. Read over some of the things that I already had and picking up on this conversation where it needs to go. Luckily for me, I have my little note cards, which are actually super helpful, but I guess this is not a secret. This is why people plan things ahead of time, but yeah. Let's see here. Also, Joanna came in and she is working on Project Sugar and Spice. Still working on revisions. So the self deadline has been moved to either before Christmas or end of this month. Well, you got it. I mean, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you have to set the self deadline so that you can put pressure on yourself to actually get it done. At least that's what I like to consider giving grace, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, our deadline is February 2nd. And part of my mind is already like, it's okay, Chelsea, if you don't meet that, right? The goal is to get close to it. I'm like, no, I want to meet the deadline. So we'll see. We'll see. On the right side, written more angsty scenes to make my readers sob. You're one of those authors. You're the type who try to emotionally break your reader. And if that is your goal, I hope you are successful. But also, that's messed up, man. It's messed up. You're going to just emotionally devastate people. But that's okay. That's okay. But yeah. Let me know how you guys did. Let's see here. Law said I shifted chapters 1 through 4 into the new document, about to put in 5 and the new 6. And then I got to make a fic in chapter 4 to match with the new changes. A fiction?
Probably just fix.
Fix? My brain did not accept that for a moment, but that's okay. That's okay. Ben said, learned how to do some new stuff in the script. Finally started editing the video now that I have the audio all synced up. Awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. I am finishing up not an argument, but some friendly teasing, I'll say, in this scene, and then getting into some of the heavier stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm this person, but like I feel like I almost always have a very wide cast of characters. I don't know. I feel like when I read other books, it's just kind of like, yeah, you have the main character, and then like you have the main character's like best friend and the love interest, and like that's it. But whenever I write stories, I'm like, oh yeah, we have to have, all the deities, and then we have to have the mentors, and then we have to have the main characters, and then we have to have the love interest, and then we have to have their friends, and then we have to have the friend of the friends. I'm like, why do I do this? What is wrong with me? But hopefully you guys find it interesting. And in my mind, I'm like, it's okay. It's okay because all the characters are important. They're not ancillary characters. So maybe this is just the way my brain thinks. I don't know. But part of me is just like, yo, in real life, you have a bunch of people in your life. You interact with different people. It's not the same. Well, it might be the same people most of the time, but throughout the course of your life, you meet a lot of people and they have different effects on you, especially when you're going through meaningful moments, right? So you're going to meet people. So it's natural. I don't know. That's my logic. That's how I'm justifying it. Don't tell me if it doesn't make sense. I don't want to know. It says, yeah, you guys are going to need tissues for some parts. Yeesh. Okay. Well then. Thank you for the warning, I guess. Law says she's got butterfingers right now. You know what? It's probably just me not being able to fully comprehend. That's okay. Should I be doing sprints right now? Who knows? Here we are, though. Here we are. So, that being said, I'm going to give you guys a couple more minutes to get ready for this next sprint. I'm going to stick with 30 minutes, although we may only do 2 tonight, depending on how I feel after this next one. I'm going to try to do 3, but we may only do 2. Depends. But my ultimate goal would be if I could get through the scene tonight, but I honestly don't think that's going to happen. As long as I can cross over the 2,000 word mark, maybe get somewhere between 700 to 1,000 words, I will be satisfied. So, goal number 1, 700 words. Goal number 2, 1,000 words. Goal number 3, finish the chapter. That's the ambitious one that I don't know if we're going to meet, but we'll see. We'll try. We're going to try. We're going to try. But yeah. So, that being said, I say that a lot. Audra and La have me self-conscious of how often I say that now. Let's see here. Don't worry, no one dies. Most of the book is happy. Kind of, not without some angst in some chapters. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like if you're writing a romance, you have to have angst somewhere. Like, that's just a given. So, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah. I'm not going to hold you guys. We are going to go ahead and get into this next sprint. That way we can make the most of this time, especially since it is kind of later. And I know that I need to sleep at some point. So, that being said, we're going to get into this next sprint. 30 minutes on the clock. She'll hop in the background. When you hear me talking to you again, it'll be time to come back and let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. So, yeah. Happy sprinting, you guys. All right, you guys, that is it for that sprint. So come on back, let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. We have a few minutes before we get into our next and most likely final sprint of the night. So shout out to Margaret and RC Scott who came in while we were sprinting. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night, evening, day, whatever time zone it is for you, and that you are being productive or relaxing or getting out of it whatever you need to get out of it. As for me, I am up to 620 words so far, and I'm good with that. Trying to find the best way to wrap up this conversation and lead it into what it needs to be. So future Chelsea will probably have to go back through this, but I like what I have right now. And I'm also noticing that I'm doing the thing that I tend to do with my books. And that is, as I get deeper into the story, the chapters tend to get longer. So I'm just kind of like, is this one of those moments or do I need to cut this down? So we will see. We will see. But that being said, I think I have one more sprint in me before I call it a night. So I'm definitely going to try to cross over that 1,000 word mark before I call it quits. And then that'll be it. So yeah, it's 10:15. I'll probably give us a break for another like 3-ish minutes or so. Just so that we can keep the momentum without being too distracted. But let's see here. Like I said, I started on the fixes for chapter 4 and got the other chapters situated. Awesome. Sounds good. I personally am a fan of rewrites. I don't know. Like I said, when I'm in the middle of drafting, I feel like rewrites are so much nicer because you have something to work with. But I also know that once I get to the part where I have to do revisions, I'm going to be like, I miss when I just had a blank page ahead of me and I could just write whatever I wanted. But yeah, let's see here. Ben said he edited 12 of 16 minutes of the video. Awesome. So, sounds like you guys will definitely be getting a new video, hopefully on time. So, love that. And like I said, once I get that done, then I can go back to where I was before. Cool. Sounds good. Oh, my brain just stopped. I think we might need to go ahead and jump into this final sprint because I think the day is starting to catch up to me. So, and like I said, I want to finish this before the end of the night. So, let's see here. We are going to go ahead and jump into this last sprint. So make sure that you leave everything on the page so that you can be as successful as you want to be tonight. And yeah, having to edit is terrible. I normally love it, but it would be better if I didn't have to. If only we could just always just put out the absolute best version just from the draft. I don't know what I was saying, but I hope that made sense. Basically, it would be nice if we could just write the perfect version. That's what I was saying. It would be great if we could do that. But since we can't, editing. But watch, once you have to start working on that second book and start drafting it, homie, you're gonna miss this stage. You're going to miss it. But yes, last sprint, leave it all on the page, be as productive as you need to be. 30 minutes on the clock, chill hop in the background, and when you hear me talking to you again, that'll be your signal to come back. Let us know what you did, how you did, all of that good stuff. So happy sprinting, you guys. All right, you guys, that is it for that sprint. So come back, let us know what you did, how you did, all of the good stuff. As for me, I crossed over the benchmark checkpoint that I wanted. I am up to 1,139 words for today. So that means I have met my goal, which whoop whoop, cool. I am nowhere near finishing this scene, but I did get the first two goals of 700 and 1,000 words. So I feel like I have definitely accomplished something, and I will most likely, as of right now, probably be sprinting sometime tomorrow as well. Mostly because if you guys were a part of the channel back when I was working on We Are Dying Gods, y'all know that this keeps me accountable. So you'll probably be getting a lot more streams from me while I'm working on the draft of this book. So hopefully you'll be here to sprint with me. If not, I understand. But yeah, let me know the final check-in. Let's see here. Law said, I completed the chapter 4 things. All the fixes have been updated to the newest document. Awesome. Sounds like you actually put a dent in what you needed to do. So, cool. Because now you can go back to where you were before, right? I feel like you said that earlier. So, as for me, like I said, this conversation, y'all, I was not expecting it to be what it is, but I'm really glad that it is what it is. Like, I feel like it's a light touch of amusement that needed to happen in the story. But I also feel like it's an interesting relationship slash friendship, I want to say, between these two characters. I don't know how to put it. I have fun. I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying it. So yeah. Amanda got 125 words, but this was my first sprint for the night. Fair. Fair. Because California time, so that's 3 hours, so 10, 9, 8, 7. It's not even 8 o'clock for you yet. So yeah, you've got time. You've got time. Let's see here. Joanne said, didn't end up sleeping, trying to pick a snippet to use as a reply to a post asking for a snippet to convince you to read your work in progress. I completely understand that, and that is a struggle, so good luck. I hope you find the right one. I know whenever I have to find a snippet, I usually just go to the last chapter that I'm working on and be like, this is my favorite line from this part. Otherwise, I would be stuck for a lot of those. Like, share your work in progress, share your favorite line, share, a piece of dialogue, whatever, or go to such and such page and, share something from there, whatever the challenge is. So yeah. Joanne said, nice to meet you. What genres do you read and write? Let's see here. She said, I write fantasy and horror, currently rewriting my horror novel. Yes. And if you don't follow her on TikTok at Amanda the Author, Thee, you should. She talks about her books and stuff. So, and Amanda is one of the homies. So you should definitely follow her and engage. And you should also check out her Witch Kind series. And she also has a book out called In the House of Transcendence if you want to get into her work. I love Amanda, so I'm probably biased, but she is incredibly good at what she does. So, let's see here. I said, trying to figure out what/if I need to make big changes to chapter 7 or 8 before I send it off for feedback. But yes, now I can go back to where I was. Got you. Well, I mean, you got this. You got this. I think, though, that is it for me tonight. I will probably finish up this scene and then call it a night, mostly because my brain is tired. So, thank you guys for sprinting with me. I will probably, like I said, be back here tomorrow at some time. Tomorrow sometime. Good Lord, cannot talk. And be working from there. But yeah, Amanda, Joanne, like I said, Amanda's has a channel on YouTube as well, so for sure, check it out. Like I said, also check out her books, and also she's on social, so you guys can keep talking over there. I'll stay live long enough for Amanda. You have a wrench. Feel free to drop a link to your IG so that you and Joanne can connect. And if you haven't already, please go ahead, like the stream. If you're watching this in the future, leave a comment to let me know that you watch. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, because as you can see, these were pop-up sprints. Tomorrow will also be off-scheduled sprints. So, make sure that you have the notifications on so you know that when I go live. And if you're interested in any of my books, there are links down in the description box below. There's We Are the Origin, which is the first in my series. We Are Dying Gods, which is the second. There's also a short story that I wrote for the Stygian collection, which is called Burn. There's links for all of that in the description box. And yeah, do all the things. Do all the things. Okay. Links have been shared. You guys have access. So we have accomplished the goal. Y'all have an amazing night. And until next time, you guys, I hope your days are lovely and your books are interesting. Bye, you guys.